I stay stoned, yeah, I stay sedated. When the smoke hits my brain, all my troubles get eliminated. Blunt to my lips, let the ember glow bright. Faded and gone, ain't putting up a fight. Indica haze, got me lost in the zone. Deep in the smoke, I'm home all alone. Keeping my mind lit and keeping my soul stoned. Kush clouds got me floating, ain't no coming down. Pain drifts away with every puff I drown. Memories fade like ash in the wind. In this haze I find peace where the hurt begins. Sticky fingers and bloodshot eyes, I light it up and watch my pain subside. Lost in the green where the hurt don't rise. Ain't no stress, just a peaceful high. Drifted away in this kush coma high. Ain't no pain, I'm lost in the sky. Couch locked, brain baked, mind stays fried. Ain't no worries when I watch my stress die. Smoke in my chest, let the ember burn slow. Blunt ashes blowing where the lost souls go. Let the indica hit, let the memories fade. I exhale the past and watch it drift away. I'm chasing ghosts through the fog of my mind, hoping to forget what I left behind. Sticky fingers and bloodshot eyes, I light it up and watch my pain subside.
Hey, dog. I just got a notification. Ready to pick an adventure?
Horizon Baja, eh? Perfect location for the cross-country racing outpost.
You, Alex, Ramiro, and every single fan messaging me to ask when this is opening. Great news. I'll tell them all very soon, shall I?
Hey, amigo. I think we should show Horizon why the Baja is home to the biggest off-road race on Earth. And if we have time, we might set up an outpost or something.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. Recalculating route. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Remy, I have a vehicle, but no guide.
Small change of plans, my friend. Tell me, have you ever seen an active volcano up close? Meet me at the top of the mountain. You don't want to miss this.
Whoa! What was that?
That's nothing. Just a small tremor. Yaris 200 suspension can handle it, no problem. My friend, there is a lot of smoke coming out of this volcano. You might want to get up here pronto.
Fast! Got it! On my way!
Hey, Ramiro, the festival operations team are tracking some activity around the volcano. That wouldn't happen to be exactly where you're taking my superstar driver, would it?
Está bien, Haley. This is really only a small eruption. Nothing to worry about.
Fine. Just remember we have an outpost to set up, yeah?
Isn't this incredible? The volcano has never been like this before, but it's waking up for Horizon! When you reach the top, we should do our tests and then get out of here, my friend. The Baja is waiting and I think the volcano is getting angrier.
Angelica Garcia coming to you live from the Horizon XS chopper. That's right, we have a chopper. We're flying high over Mexico to see one superstar driver take on the fury of the Gran Caldera volcano. Don't go anywhere.
Looks like you're attracting the local news. You're on TV.
It looks safe, but there's vapor everywhere. This expedition looks to be heading straight to the active crater of the volcano. This might be the most rock and roll thing ever. We'll be back soon.
Remy! Did they say anything about steam vents?
See? Believe it or not, they said opening them, say with a car, actually helps release the geothermal energy.
Keep going, superstar. Don't let the Gran Caldera defeat you. Horizon XS is cheering you on.
Coming up on the crater now, Remy!
Copy that. Feel free to turn on the air conditioning. Bien hecho! I spoke to Haley and they say we have some time. In fact, there are some things she wants us to do up here. For science, you know?
For science! Yep! Should be enough water in the cup for a sample.
Excuse me, pilot. Mind if we take a detour on the way? I swear I saw some kind of barn or something out there.
Suited and booted. Come at me, science. Geologists do it, but...
Hey! Science is problem solving! See, Haley? We've placed the seismometer. You're getting the readings? Buenísimo. We should be heading down soon. I promised I'd show you an active volcano up close. Now, I think the show's over.
Yep, that's enough playing with fire for one day.
Oh, that was a big one! I think the volcano is telling us we've overstayed our welcome.
The Agreed. Let's go. I'll see you at the bottom, Remy.
Good thing I know the fastest way down. Don't look back!
Trying my best.
Of course there'd be a boulder there. Of course there would.
Woohoo! That's all! Bien! You faced the volcano. Now let's see how you handle some real Baja racing, my friend. Vamos! I know an old Baja circuit that would be perfect. I didn't plan on us entering a race already, but here goes nothing.
And we're into the final lap. Oh, but what's this? Some new competitors have entered the arena. Ah, this is awesome! Vamos! The crowd goes wild!
Legendary Baja racing, my friend!
Ha! We've never seen anything like this! And they go across the finish line.
Horizon Baja. Standing shoulder to shoulder with the Baja 500 and 1000. Legendary cross-country racing.
My friend, those run once a year. We get to do this every day.
You know how to make an entry. Welcome to Horizon Baja. Well, what do you think of the place? This will be the destination for cross-country racing. You in?
I'm definitely down. Definitely down. Gotta make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe for me.
Here's the new cross-country event program to start. So I will see you out there.
Hey, dog. Attendance has already skyrocketed at Horizon Baja. Guess we're not the only ones who always dreamed of coming here. Keep bringing them in, superstar. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. for a star? Your 911 is ready. Come stop by the auto show when you're nearby.
You have arrived at your destination.
We bought us a Herbie. Bang. Love.
Hey, dog. Guess who's halfway towards securing funding for our next adventure? That would be me. Boom. Oh, sorry. Everyone thinks your driving is very impressive, too.
I know they do. I'm a bomb. I'm the bomb. 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 Diggity flip. This thing is slow, boys. $500,000, bro. There's a problem. This will be my last race for tonight. It's already 3:30 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. I gotta go to bed. I couldn't sleep, so I got back on. Yeah. I'm so glad I got my wheel situated where I can drive these damn trucks now.
Winner! I thought you were brave taking a beetle out in the dirt, but that is no ordinary beetle.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more, maybe. I don't know yet. No, I'm gonna get off. Y'all stay safe and blessed. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, share with your friends and family. I appreciate you.
I stay stoned, yeah, I stay sedated. When the smoke hits my brain, all my troubles get eliminated. Blunt to my lips, let the ember glow bright. Faded and gone, ain't putting up a fight. Indica haze got me lost in the zone. Deep in the smoke, I'm home all alone. Keeping my mind lit and keeping my soul stoned. Kush clouds got me floating, ain't no coming down. Pain drifts away with every puff I drown. Memories fade like ash in the wind. In this haze I find peace where the hurt begins. Sticky fingers and bloodshot eyes, I light it up and watch my pain subside. Lost in the green where the hurt don't rise. Ain't no stress, just a peaceful high. Drifted away in this kush coma high. Ain't no pain, I'm lost in the sky. Couch lock, brain bake, mind stays fried. Ain't no worries when I watch my stress die. Smoke in my chest, let the ember burn slow. Blunt ashes blowing where the lost souls go. Let the indica hit, let the memories fade. I exhale the past and watch it drift away. I'm chasing ghosts through the fog of my mind, hoping to forget what I left behind. Sticky fingers and bloodshot eyes, I light it up and watch my pain subside. Lost in the green where the hurt don't rise. Ain't no stress, just a peaceful high. Rolling another, let the fire ignite. Burning these problems one puff at a time. Greened out, smoked out, lost in the mist. In the syndicate fog, I don't feel like I exist. My soul stays elevated, my mind stays medicated. Pain tried to creep in, but it's all been sedated, blazed and baked, watching time fade slow. In this kush cloud, I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm a shadow now, just smoking the breeze, caught in the haze where my broken heart frees. Sticky fingers and bloodshot eyes, I light it up and watch my pain subside. Lost in the green where the hurt don't rise. Ain't no stress, just a peaceful high. Let the indica haze take me home tonight. No more pain, no more fights. Drifted away where the kush clouds lie. Sticky fingers and bloodshot eyes. In this smoke I fade, let my spirit fly. where the herd is gone and the echoes die.
They call him Country Chucky. Milo's in his veins, resin in his soul. Got a Chucky doll smiling from the dash, and a blunt roll ready to burn holes in the sky. Y'all ain't ready.
Country Chucky don't play, he stomping boots. Got a blood red cup full of backwoods juice. Milo's in a jug and the weed that he rolls smell louder than a Ford with a bad exhaust hole. Tatted up arms like the ink won't quit. Got Chucky dolls chilling in a meth tin kit. He ain't cute, he's cracked with a southern twist. Got a mind like a war film and a blunt that's lit. Trailer park thrown with the rebel flag faded. YouTube thumping with a bassline jaded. Every click another dark mile gone, and he got more dolls than a slasher con. He ain't scared, got blades on the wall. From good guy Chucky to the seed of them all. He drank beer with a blunt in his jaw, and he prayed to a cross with a chainsaw draw. Country to the marrow, psycho to the heart. He gotta lift a Silverado with them demons start. Collecting memorabilia like it's gothic art, and he rolled through the woods like a ghost in the dark. Snap back low with a camo brim. He got a Chucky chain hanging like a backwoods hymn. He don't mumble rap, he spit like sin, with a voice that sound like a 30-06 spin. Milo's dripping down his throat like fire, while the kush in his lungs getting country higher. On YouTube deep watching Southern choirs, then back to that horror with the Chucky buyers. He ain't soft, he grew with scars. Granny made moonshine under rusted bars. Now we blazing a prey under midnight stars, watching Chucky doll sit in a glass like czars. He don't do drama, he do duct tape truth, with a thermos full of tea and a ride uncouth. Got a pile of red dirt stuck under that boot, and a pit bull bark that'll snap your tooth. He got smoke rings floating in his taxidermy shack, next to old Bud Light cans and a broken deer rack. Country Chucky got a pass so cracked, even the dolls in his room got each other's backs. He don't clean his truck, just wipes the blade, and his couch is a throne in the Everglade. Ain't no facade, no TikTok shade, just a boot to your neck and a blunt homemade. He lived like a horrorcore backwards preacher, gospel of gas and the Milo's feature. Pre-roll pack and a badass speaker, bumping outlaw beats with a swamp-stained creature. Ain't no filter, ain't no shame, got Chucky in the seat with a cigarette flame. Got dolls in the dash like they're part of the game, and a beer in the cup, hold a scream in his name. He rapped like a rattlesnake, snapped like chains, and his mind run wild like a freight off range. His soul stitched up like a backwoods Frankenstein, with a trigger finger flow and a rebel sign.
Country Chucky, tatted knuckle, twisted soul.